Hi everyone, welcome back to the Looney Bin. My name is Looney, and it's exciting. It's actually a very exciting time to be a Nami fan, and a not so exciting time to be a Nami hater. So, for those who do not know, this video will have spoilers for from the recent chapter 1058 of One Piece. If you have not read it, I would not recommend watching this video. But it concerns a certain panel in a certain moment in the chapter where we see the possibility that Nami has Conquerors Haki. Now, of course, anytime Nami gets something like, something impressive about her, you get everyone fucking hating on her. But who cares, right? Who gives a shit? This video is gonna be talking about basically about, does Nami actually have Conquerors Haki? I'm gonna be completely honest. I want to be completely honest with my interpretation of that panel, of that scene, and get into like certain details about it that about if she actually does have Conquerors Haki. Now, so let's begin first with does Nami just have Haki in general? I think that you can very much say yes. I think she has a very specific type of observation Haki that pertains slowly to her ability to predict weather. Now, I'm sure she now of course I don't want to take anything away from Nami. She has studied about weather patterns, and all that stuff. So it's very much possible that she learned about weather patterns and stuff like that from researching and just trying to tune into basically nature itself by just observing all these wind patterns, the temperature rising and decreasing to determine like if there's a hurricane coming or like some sort of storm. But you can argue that she may have a form of observation Haki that helps her with predicting this weather. Now, I'm pretty sure most of her skills came from, studying and all that stuff. But I wouldn't be surprised if parts of it is also her having a form of observation Haki. I always felt that Haki in general is kind of like a tree system. Like basically how in video games you have a branching tree where you get to choose which class you go into, and then you learn all the abilities of the class and stuff like that. Observation Haki works in that same way, is that that your Haki is dependent on which tree branch you go to. So for example, I'm sure there's a branch where you learn about future sight, and there's a branch where, like similar to Usopp, you get to see auras from a far distance. It's very possible that Nami has one sort of branch that helps her predict weather very easily. Or not very easily, but helps her based off also all her knowledge about weather patterns and stuff like that. And especially since she also studied a lot of it in Skypiea and stuff, not Skypiea, in Weatheria and all that stuff. So while I do not want to deter her abilities to predict weather from her natural talent and just put it all on Haki, but I also don't want to believe that maybe there's a form of observation Haki that helps her in some form of way. But as I said, this isn't about her having Haki in general, but it's about her having Conquerors Haki. So if you have not read chapter 1058 of One Piece, again, this is spoiler, so don't continue this video if you haven't read it. But in a scene, in specific panels of the chapter, we see Nami yelling at Jinbei, and Jinbei reacts in surprise and says Conquerors Haki, because in the panel we see black lightning. The black lightning sparks usually only happen when someone's using Conquerors Haki. We see it with Luffy, we see it with Kaido, we see it with anyone that has Conquerors Haki. We see that black lightning. Now, does she have Conquerors Haki based off of that and everything else? The Nami fan in me says yes. The One Piece fan in me says not yet. Right? I think it's not unreasonable to say this is just a gag. Part of me says it is a gag, but it's also very possible that later down the line, and we have proof that Oda did say that he has a specific backstory for Nami that he wants to explore. If you don't know about it, it's he had it was either he or a director had an interview where he didn't want to in Film Gold, he didn't want Nami's past to be to go into Nami's past very deeply because he has a plan for it. There's an interview, it's out there, you can find it. I'll probably post it someone link down below for that interview, or so you guys can go see it for yourself, that I'm not just making stuff up. So it's very possible that whatever Nami's past is, whatever her importance is, could very much lead to eventually her having some Conquerors Haki. Now, I know some people will say, Conquerors Haki? What? No, she's not strong. Every form of Conquerors Haki we have seen is being used by someone who is strong. They use it for physical violence. What if, similar to Observation Haki, Conquerors Haki has a tree branch itself, but it's very limited. By that I mean there's only maybe 3 branches that Conquerors Haki could have. One of them is, has to do with physicality and stuff like that. But what if another one features more of not being physical, but having the how do I explain this? Has the ability to conquer things using I guess you could say emotions more so than punching something, or using physical violence to demand your to showcase that you're conquering something. Because there's many ways to conquer something. You could do it physically, maybe you could do it emotionally, maybe you could do it based off the mind. Using tactics where you trick people, or doing stuff that just doing stuff that doesn't require physicality, but agreements, trades, all that kind of stuff. Not every kingdom is won by war or physicality. Some of them are won through diplomacy and stuff like that. That being said, what if Nami's Conquerors Haki could be something similar to that? Instead of using physicality to conquer things, she uses like emotion to do so. Now, I'm just, once again, I'm not saying that's what the case is. This is just a theory and option that it's very well possible that there is a different form of Conquerors Haki that we haven't seen yet, and that Nami will fit it more than, let's say, her being physically capable to use Conquerors Haki in a physical form. Using it in a fight or anything like that. So, while I personally do believe that this is a gag, I do not think that we should push it aside, because there's a very good possibility that Oda might eventually give her Conquerors Haki. Now, I know what some of you may say. Nami having Conquerors Haki? Come on, that's ridiculous. Not so fast. It's very well possible that Oda might not give a shit about that and give Conquerors Haki to certain people that maybe are not physical. You never know. Oda can do whatever he wants with Haki, because he technically still hasn't have Haki planned out perfectly well yet. He hasn't have it planned, because sometimes it feels like he's expanding to the idea of Haki and he doesn't know where to end it. So it's very well possible that Nami could get a Conquerors Haki that's different compared to the others. I mean, think about it this way. Oda has constantly called her a queen. She has a queenly nature. What do queens do? They conquer kingdoms. Most of the time, maybe back in the olden days of yore, maybe queens didn't conquer through force, but they conquered through diplomacy and stuff like that, or use their emotions to guide their kingdoms to basically the victory and all that stuff. So it's possible her form of conquerors is her being as a queen of some sort. And It's. I think there is a possibility that while this may seem like a gag, and people shouldn't be that upset about it, but I think it shouldn't be pushed away as just a gag. That there may be something that people could look back into just if Oda decides to give her Conquerors Haki. And yeah, that's basically it. I think as a Nami fan, I really do hope she has Conquerors Haki because I'm a Nami fan. So of course I want her to fucking have something cool as a freaking Conquerors Haki. Especially if it's going to be different compared to other Conquerors Haki that we have seen. But I think for now, it's okay to take it as a gag. There's no need to be upset. There's no need to curse Oda or call him a shitty writer because you're upset your favorite character didn't get Conquerors Haki before Nami did. So you should go into it believing it's a gag. I personally don't. I really hope Nami has Conquerors Haki because that would be fucking dope. But in the end, all we can do is just wait and see. Wait and see if Oda takes this in the direction I hope for. And hopefully she becomes even more badass, honestly. But that's just my video on whether or not, in my opinion, Nami has Conquerors Haki. You know, it's a little bit all over the place. I apologize for that, but I do fully believe that Oda does have something big planned for Nami, and it may involve Conquerors Haki, and this might be just a small glimpse into that. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please let me know in the comments what you think, and just thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and just remember, I'm not crazy, just a little loony, and I'll see you guys soon. Go Nami!